Hello, this is Terrell Pauly with Healthcare IT Solutions, and in today's episode, today's video rather, I want to show you how to utilize the StoreSCU of the DICOM Toolkit, and how to use that. Now, the StoreSCU allows you to send DICOM images to another DICOM device. So I want to give you a quick example of how to utilize StoreSCU and how it works. And so let's get started with that. So if we, from the beginning, we're going to just come here to, I'm going to actually go into where I have my DICOM Toolkit save that, which is, I have it saved in the following directory is where I have my DICOM Toolkit at. So DICOM Toolkit, and I come into the bin directory with all the applications are stored at. And so within here, I'm actually going to find StoreSCU, and I'm going to go ahead and do the -H. Will give us all of the options and how to StoreSCU, -H. And I'm actually okay. So not really sure what happened there, but so we have the I was actually spelling it wrong. So pardon me. So let's just clear that and let's just run that again. So the StoreSCU will actually show all of the parameters and actually what you need, the criteria to actually run StoreSCU. And if you have not already downloaded the DICOM Toolkit, you want to know where to go, I'll link to that. I also link to anything that I mentioned in this video as far as Orthanc, the DICOM Toolkit. I'll just link in the description of this video here, so you can take a look at how that works. So we have here our parameters here, and we already, in this example, already have the Orthanc DICOM server. It's already been configured. I already have my DICOM Toolkit. So I'm going to use the StoreSCU from the DICOM Toolkit to be able to send some images to my Orthanc DICOM server. So let us, so we have that there. I'm going to run as administrator. So let's go ahead and change directory. Now we're going to get it ready to run our StoreSCU. Before we do that, we have our parameters, so I can take a look at. Let's go ahead and start from, let's get rid of that. And let me just make sure here. Just want to make sure I'm still recording. So so let's open up our Orthanc Explorer. And if we come here right now, you'll see that we have no patients here. So there's nothing here, no patients, no studies. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here and let's go ahead and enter in our criteria. So StoreSCU, we want the peer. The peer is going to be for the peer of the local host for the Orthanc DICOM server, which is localhost, which is on this laptop here. So local host port. So right now I have it configured. I have Orthanc configured as the the default port, which is 4242, and we want to know where the DICOM file or directory is. So I have some test images that are actually stored in this following location, DICOM images, and this is the patient, test patient, and these are some studies, 4 studies, and within the studies you have the series, and within the series you have the each individual image. So if we go up, back up to the study level, let's choose the study here. So we can actually choose the entire study, or we can go into the series level, we can go into the image level. So right now, let's just start off at the image level. Let's go in here. Let's just send over a single file. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in quotations, right? That location, I just copied that single DCM file, put it in quotes, and we need to specify that we're at the parameter of scan directories here. Scan directories for input files for DCM file -in. We have that. And if we wanted to see the log level, we'll just put it on info in the little right here for the log level. Also, let's also put in the called AE title, which is AC. Just the here called AE title up here, which is going to be the Orthanc, which is the default AE title for the Orthanc DICOM server. So now we should have all our parameters here, and let's go ahead and run it and see what happens. All right, so we have a success here. It gives you the information, lets you know that what it's doing, and it's actually requesting association, does all that. And at the end it says receive.store response success, release association, so we're good. So it should have. Now if we come back to our Orthanc here, if we refresh, you'll see that now we have the one patient that has one. This is the study for the patient. We click on that, and then this is the series for that patient. And if we drill down, click on that, it'll actually show that one image that we sent over, which is here, the one image. So it lets you know that we actually transferred one image. Now, if we wanted to actually send, let's just say if you wanted to send another series here, here in that series here, the same study, we'll just copy that location. Let's just clear screen. All right. We'll come back here. I'm going to just here. So now we have another series here. Okay, so which has a lot more images. So that's going now. That's currently being transferred from the from our StoreSCU into our Orthanc DICOM server. So now if we come back to our Explorer, and we just come back to take a look, refresh, we come back here. So now we see that this study has two series now. I think it was already there. So yeah, so that's in this second series has 107 images, when the first one had one image. So that's how you would actually use StoreSCU. And another point, if you wanted to actually troubleshoot any issues, let's just say for instance, if you wanted to troubleshoot for anything that may be happening as far as sending, or you wanted to verify transfer syntax or something like that, then of course what you would do is you would always use you wanted additional details, you would change this to log level, just basically from info to debug. Basically you're just turning up your logs to capture more information, debug, right? And then also you would actually want to send you want to print it to screen per se, because there's going to be a lot of information printed to screen. So you want to just send it to a file so you can look at the contents later. And this is for troubleshooting purposes. So let's just say we use this file here. We'll use DICOM Training, right? And we'll just send the contents to file. Debug. So now if we come here, DICOM Training, open that up with Notepad++, and then you'll see all the contents of the debug information that was the additional details of the log file, of the communications was put into the log file, where you can come here and troubleshoot and take a look to see exactly what's going on. If we come down to the end, right, and it lets you know, gives you details about a lot of details about the calling AE title, the called AE title, transfer syntax, the SOP instance UID, the SOP class UID, a lot of good information if you wanted to see it at the debug level. Now, that's if you wanted to need it for troubleshooting purposes. So one thing that I want to point out just real quick is that I have not seen a way to actually, when you're actually transferring DICOM images using StoreSCU, I haven't seen to where so you have to like do it at the image level. I haven't found a way to actually do it at the entire study level, but maybe there's a way, but I have not tried to just copy the entire or send the entire study folder over, or multiple studies over at the same time. But usually the way that I've been able to get it to work is do it at the image level, at the actual DCM level. So I just wanted to throw this quick tutorial lesson out on how to use StoreSCU. Hopefully that this was helpful. And again, I will actually link to these some additional content, videos that I mentioned in the description of this video. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section below. And so and also just let me know if there's anything in particular that you wanted me to discuss or go over. You can also put that in the comment section below, or you can also just send me an email. Thank you for your time. Hope this was helpful. Until next time, take care.